All right, that was fun.
Yeah, that was cool. Thanks for coming with me.
That was a good time. No, thanks for having us come along.
Yeah, anytime.
Can't wait to tell Kelly about our movie.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. It's too bad she couldn't come with us, but maybe next time.
Yeah, she was busy wanting to read or something. I don't know what her issue is, so.
Are we just hanging these up here?
Wherever, yeah. That's,
okay.
That's where they go. After you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, get to my spot.
Do your thing. Right. Speaking of Kelly.
Yeah, where's Kelly?
I have no idea. She was supposed to be here.
Yeah, she was supposed
That's
to be.
That's really bizarre.
She was going to meet us here, right?
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, what's that?
Oh, it looks like a note. It says, Dear Caleb and Neil, I finally had to follow my lifelong dream and join the circus. I wanted to try my hand as the bearded lady. My 5 o'clock shadow is looking good. Love, Kelly.
Oh, she loves us.
Wow. Good luck, Kelly. I hope that pans out for you. Caleb.
Yeah?
With Kelly not here, there's an open spot on the couch.
Do I get to be on the couch?
What do you think?
Right.
I mean, when Kelly's away, the boys are going to play, right?
It's a big one, man. I don't have my fence. I don't have my face guard.
I know, but you kind of always mention offhandedly, you know.
All right, man.
When we're out.
I'll do it.
All right, quick, before she gets back.
Okay. All right. Let me just take off my headphones.
Yeah. People are going to see what your ears look like. Uh-oh. Come on over to the dark side. Watch the cord. Oh, yeah. Wow. How's that feel? How's that feel, big boy?
Good lower lumbar support.
You like it?
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's a nice couch.
It's a little different over here now. A little different now.
Yeah. You just sit here and bounce.
The couch kind of...
What, you went like this? You're like calling me fat?
No, I'm just saying, you're way a little more than Kelly, so that's all. We love you, Kelly, wherever you are.
Yeah, we miss you. Good luck in whatever you're doing.
Whatever you're doing, good luck with it and in it.
I'm not sure which one we're using.
I know,
so.
with whatever edited version of this show you get, we hope you're doing very well. Oh, man. I wish we had some wine or something, alcohol.
Do you have any wine? I want some wine.
Oh, wait. What is?
Hey, what's that?
Zoutalou. That's amazing.
Wow.
Wine
I
glass?
love a Pinot Noir.
It is.
Did I say it right?
Mmm. That smells great. That's for you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Berries.
Glug, glug, glug.
Tobacco. Dirt.
Wanda, you need any more?
Chocolate.
You can smell it. Come on, Monty, lean a little closer, so the camera can see you.
You're not quite
Say hi.
there. No.
No, one more.
No,
Look,
little more,
wait.
little more. Almost
There she is. Yay!
It's Wanda! And she runs away.
You're welcome on the couch anytime,
Yes.
Wanda.
Couch. You can take my seat, I suppose.
All right.
Just don't let it go to your head. Wow, you got the super big gulp.
I splurged for the big cup.
That didn't look even, guys.
Wow. Who do I have to doink to get one of those?
Michael. You have to doink Michael.
Come here, big boy.
Is that okay, Michael? No? All right.
No.
Mike's
Wow. I don't know how to respond to the question.
Oh, boy. So we came back from watching a movie, right?
We did.
And we came from watching...
We just saw the 2019 version of Pet Sematary.
We did. And we thought... We didn't think about anything because we didn't know Kelly was not going to be here, but
Right.
I think that since we are here,
Right.
sans Kelly...
Let's scrap what we were going to do.
Exactly. In the meantime, maybe we can talk about Pet Sematary a little bit, the new one.
Okay.
Kind of do a little Caleb and Neil rap about a movie.
All right.
How's that?
Let's do it.
All right. So, Pet Sematary, 2019. You want to start us off with your first impression?
First impressions
that?
were, well, going into it I was very leery.
Yes.
I think we both talked about, like, when it comes to remakes or reboots or whatever you want to call them, they're kind of like hit or miss sometimes. But
Miss usually.
I would say that this definitely lives up to the hype, or pleasantly surprised, or,
Yes. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I would, like you, when I go into anything from the 80s that is remade, although technically this isn't a remake because it was a book first,
Correct.
right? So it was another telling of the story. However, I went as well, though, winning, because we're both fans, I think, of the
Yes,
of the
absolutely.
1989 version.
Very much so.
But this actually was a really good film.
It really
I actually
was.
really enjoyed it. I was happy.
Yep.
Yeah, I was actually really happy. I came out of there going, all right,
Right.
finally a
Like,
good,
yes.
like they didn't just crap it up. They actually, they changed the story a little bit.
Yep. There are some differences, which we'll probably talk about.
Yeah,
Coming up.
we'll cruise through it, but it was good. I wholeheartedly recommend it.
Right.
In fact, last night at the Cult series showing we had, I told people that it was really good.
Oh.
I recommended to people to go
Yes.
take a look at it.
And I would do that as well. Like, make sure you go. If you're a fan of horror, go see this movie for sure. Don't miss it.
Okay, cool. So break it down. Start with.
Uh-oh.
How about?
Uh-oh.
There you
Here comes
go.
the hammer.
Very
Break it
good.
down.
So let's start with the cast.
Okay.
What did you think of the casting of the film?
I thought they did a very good job.
Okay.
So you've got Jason Clarke, who you may know from Zero Dark 30, in Terminator Genesis. He played John Connor. Then you've got John Lithgow.
Yes. Legendary.
Legendary John Lithgow. You've got World According to Garp. You've got Third Rock from the Sun. You've got
Raising Cain.
Jeez, it's like you could read my mind. One of probably my favorite season of Dexter, where he plays a serial killer,
Okay.
and he's just like has that John Lithgow intensity. I mean, the thing about him is he can do comedy, he can do
whatever. Yeah.
drama, he can do horror. I mean, like, the guy is just so. He can just do it all. It's quite amazing. But let's not forget Twilight Zone the movie.
Of course. Don't forget that. Yeah, that's.
So yeah, Twilight Zone the movie, Shrek.
Shrek. Oh yeah, Lord Farquaad. Yeah, that's probably one of his greatest roles.
Right?
Lord
That was
Farquaad.
amazing. And not to mention, and Footloose.
Oh yes.
So
The town pastor.
throwback to our last
Yeah.
episode there. But
And he could sweep this pestilence from the face of the earth with one mighty gesture of his hand. If our Lord wasn't testing us, how would you account for the proliferation these days of this obscene rock and roll music?
that was kind of a long introduction. But he plays Judd Crandall.
Yes.
The neighbor.
He plays the old timey
Right.
neighbor.
Right. Who
Yep.
has lived in the town forever and kind of knows everything.
Yeah,
and-
makes probably you could call it the bad choice of telling.
Yeah,
Lewis
yeah,
about
definitely.
the Pet Sematary to
definitely.
begin with.
Like, if we're gonna break it down to like angels and demons on the shoulders, maybe he could be like the demon or the devil.
The devil, yeah.
Giving the bad advice. If
Yeah,
you will.
you could. I mean, he doesn't do so purposely, obviously, but
No, not intentionally.
yeah.
He's coming from a very, very good place, but he kind of sets up the whole movie. Not the whole movie.
Well, yeah,
but
no, you
a big part of it anyway.
yeah. I mean, I guess if he didn't, technically, it would be cat dead,
Right.
child dead.
Right.
End of the movie.
This is true. This
So,
is true.
but
So,
luckily,
anyway, what if they had just built a fence?
they could. Well, the
or-
cat still might get hit.
What if
though.
they had just built the wall around their home?
Right. Yeah, I mean, and if they had Mexico pay for it, it'd be
They're
even
like,
better.
hey, we're
But-
coming down here from Boston. Build a wall.
Yep.
Roll credits.
Yep. Declare a national emergency and build that wall. So
Okay, so the wife, I wasn't familiar with her. Were you?
I was not. No.
Okay, so her name is Amy. I apologize for this Simetz.
Right. SEI. METZ.
METZ. Yeah.
She's a lovely woman though. Lovely lady.
Right.
Did a
And
great
did
job.
a great job. Yeah. Just wonderful as this wife with, I guess you could say she has like some sort of PTSD.
Yeah. From her sister's illness.
Right. But just, yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really good.
Yeah. A tortured soul,
Yes.
basically.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
agreed.
And
How
then-
about the kids?
And then the kids, again, I didn't know them, but I don't know how you pronounce the young girl's name. Jeti, Jete.
With a
Well,
Jeti.
yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Lawrence, you know. And then Hugo, again, kind of butcher this last name, Louis.
Right. Hugo something.
Hugo.
So we had a Hugo in this one, and we had a Miko in the first one.
Wow.
So
I wonder if
Hugos
his
and
name got him
Mikos.
the job, or
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Or was it his acting?
So spoilers, forthcoming.
Yes.
This is going to air probably just the day that the movie comes out. So if you don't want to know anything,
Yeah.
recommend turning us off,
And
muting us.
And we definitely recommend watching the movie first.
Right.
so.
But still like and subscribe.
'Cause it's worth it.
or whatever you got to
Right.
do. You know, please like the video even though you're not going to watch the whole thing right away.
Well, like it when you come back.
No, you can like it now.
Well, true, but just saying, I'm giving them options.
Right. That's fine. Either way.
Man,
I just
I'm
prefer
gonna
you
go
like
back
now.
to my corner.
No,
like,
come on. You're good.
being adjacent to you is.
I know, it's overwhelming, I know. So spoilers forthcoming.
Yes.
Be careful.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Um,
You've been warned.
you have been warned. That's it.
Okay. Don't hate because you didn't listen to us.
Right. So now, like you and I, when we watch a movie, we talk about them afterwards a lot of times.
We do.
We
do.
And we like to say we don't like, what don't I understand, or what did it make me feel.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie, I stood up and I was immediately happy.
Right.
Not because of the content. I mean, the content of the film made me happy that it was good content.
Okay.
You know, it's definitely more of a spooky,
Yes.
film, and I'd say it's probably more eerie and spooky than the first one. I think.
I think so.
And I think it's darker.
Yeah. Definitely darker.
Darker than the first
a
one.
lot darker.
And basically, as you guys don't know Pet Sematary, but the family moves from Boston
Right.
area to the Sticks, somewhere in Maine.
Right.
And they basically the father, Lewis, is a physician. I think probably an ER doc. It sounded like.
He was. Yes.
So-
Yes. And he's leaving Boston because he was just overworked. He was working the night shift, I believe.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And wanted to spend more time with his family.
Yeah.
So he's now taken this position at a college.
Yes.
You know.
And he comes in to, thinking they're gonna have more time with the family,
Right.
and they got a bunch of land, and they'll have a good time together.
Right.
And then.
And the worst he would probably, I'm guessing that he would treat, because in the ER you probably see some pretty horrific
yes.
stuff.
Bad
you
injuries
know.
for sure.
So he's probably thinking like
Bloody noses.
bloody noses, venereal diseases.
Right.
Those college kids.
College kids,
They-
no,
they-
yeah.
They don't use condoms.
Gonna be a lot of
right?
crabs
So-
running around.
Right.
So
Um,
just like in here.
so maybe some sprained
Ankles,
ankles
yep.
from hacky sacking.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
golf
But-
frisbee.
But he runs into like one of his first days.
But
practically.
his very first day there.
Was it
like
the
his
first day? Okay.
patient there, I believe.
No, he saw a girl member that had
Oh, that's
some
right.
other thing first.
Okay. We did
But
that.
but it was somewhat early on. He actually gets a guy that is hit by a car
Correct.
while riding his bike, I think, right?
Did they say? I don't remember if
I
they
think
said or
in
not.
a story, I thought he was riding his bike.
Okay.
I don't remember
Anyway,
for sure. I
so
don't remember.
but poor Victor
Pascal. Yeah.
comes
Pascal.
in missing half of his head.
Yeah.
like,
Brain exposed.
brain exposed.
And limbs broken, bones
Right.
sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you saw the first film, the Pascal and the second one is definitely more brutal.
Right.
For sure.
Yes.
But it was still really cool though. That whole scene actually was really
was
cool,
pretty
where
cool.
the nurse is like, I can see his brain or whatever.
right.
she
Yeah.
said,
Like kind of freaking out because she's like,
Yep.
maybe a med student or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not even a full nurse yet. And just seeing this awful, nasty.
Yeah. This dude's brain
Right.
pulsating out of this, the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty.
It's cool.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool
You
actually.
think it was practical?
It was pretty cool. Yeah, I would say it probably was. I think it might have been.
Yeah. I thought so, but
Yeah.
I was just
I
wondering.
think they
what-
probably had a bladder in there, or just
Right.
pumping air.
I was just
into
wondering
it.
what you might have thought.
So,
You know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Seems like a waste to do that out of digital when you had.
You know, but you just never know.
I know it's true, but no.
But
I'm gonna go to bed tonight thinking it's practical, because I'll feel better about myself in the movie.
you know what?
So-
I'll join you. Not in bed, but in thinking that.
Not tonight, you won't. Okay. Good. Last night was a bitch, man. I just... So Pascal passes away.
He does.
He dies on the table while Lewis is trying to help him.
Yes.
And then Lewis begins seeing visions of Pascal
Correct.
coming back to him, kind of warning him or saying, don't do this, don't do that. And of course, Lewis has no idea what the hell he's talking about.
What's even going on?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then cut to Cat. We didn't talk about the cat yet. The cat was a great actor, by the way. That cat could act.
Different breed from the first movie, though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I don't
So-
know my breeds. I just know by looking at them.
It was a different color,
Whatever
yes.
the-
Gray in the first one. Could have been a Manx or something, maybe. And this one was more of a stripy, tigery looking
Sort of,
one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you would call that. Stripy, tigery
I
cat.
call them cats. Yeah.
There you go. Tabby-ish, perhaps. Long hair, though.
Same name,
Yeah.
though.
Churchill.
Church.
Well, you got to have it. Winston Churchill. They call it Churchill.
They call it Church.
Or Church.
Church for short. Yeah.
Yeah. So Church is kind of like, Church is actually a really big piece of the book and of the movie,
Right.
because obviously you get to know that Church is Ellie's the daughter.
Right.
Her cat.
Her cat.
Church gets hit by a car and killed.
Yes.
Judd, the John Lithgow character in the movie, takes a really fond liking to Ellie.
Right.
So John Lithgow's character Judd thinks this cat is dead. Ellie's gonna be very sad. Hey Lewis, by the way, on your property, there's this pet cemetery.
right.
If you walk behind a little bit, guess
Yes.
what?
Yeah. There's this spot, this
Yeah.
area that the Native Americans use to bury their dead.
Yes. But unfortunately,
But they come back.
they come back. They come back to you.
And they come back changed,
Yes.
different.
Different. Not exactly the same. So Judd takes Lewis with the cat. They bury it.
Right.
And like the song says, the cat came back the very next day. And
They did.
yeah, but a little bit different, a little bit
A
changed,
little little different, a little dirtier, a
Little
little stinkier,
a little meaner,
a little meaner.
a little more female, perhaps. So. Oh, Michael liked that one. Cat comes back. Lewis can't believe it.
Right.
You know.
It's like, oh my gosh, it's
like-
amazing. I know.
right.
I now don't have to tell my
Yep.
8 or 9-year-old daughter that this cat that she loves is gone.
Right.
And is never coming back again.
Yes. Exactly.
That's usually what happens when you're dead.
That is usually what happens. Typically. Typically, that's what happens. So, except in the movies that we watch a
know.
lot. I don't know why.
Weird.
So, anyway, so then and the mom, of course, is in disbelief. She's just like, well, it probably was like comatose or something. Got hit by the car. You didn't realize it.
Right.
You know, that it was just knocked out or something and came back.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
cut to.
Good.
Cut to Ellie's birthday party.
Right.
And they're having a big celebration. The family, of course, is there. The grandparents and friends and everything. One thing we did not say, we probably should have, would have helped, is that the house they moved to was on a
Very
road,
busy highway.
highway.
Where semis unexpectedly just come out of nowhere.
out of nowhere.
You do not hear them coming until they're right on top of you.
Yes.
They're magical semis.
Magically
Yeah.
quiet until they're right in
Right,
front of you.
until-
And then all of a sudden,
until they want you
and they
to-
honk their horn.
Right when they're coming. Right. Yeah.
Right,
You know.
right in front of you. So you go, whoa. But it lends itself very well, coincidentally, to the story.
To propelling the story.
Right. Who
So,
knew?
Apparently this truck did not honk in time. And
Yeah, so this is where it changes up. This is the big spoiler now. So Kenneth, cover your ears if you don't want to hear this. The big spoiler. In the original movie and the book,
Right.
of course, Gage, the little boy,
The
runs
little-
out in the street and gets mowed down by the truck.
Yes.
So in this movie, they switch it up for what?
Well, Ellie gets hit.
Ellie's the one who gets the bad end of the truck.
And the way it's done is pretty cool too. I don't know if we want to go into it, but
I mean, you can,
you know,
I guess. Maybe leave. It's up to you.
I don't know. Okay. Well, maybe not.
Leave it. Okay. We'll leave something for Kenneth to
There you
experience.
go. But I thought it was done in a clever way where where you think something else is going to happen and then it's
Right.
classic misdirection.
Yeah.
So
No, they do a good job of that, trying to throw you off a little bit,
right.
for sure.
Right.
So, anyway, so as you can imagine, the little girl unfortunately dies, and of course the parents are grief-stricken.
They are. But Lewis now has this
Yep. Knows of,
information that he can use,
to bring back
Right.
his Ellie to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, against Judd and everyone else,
Yeah,
actually, Judd knows what he's gonna do. So Lewis takes a kind of a proactive step and drugs Judd, so that he can't stop him that night.
Right.
And,
Right.
digs Ellie up from her grave, and of course.
And takes her.
So one thing they do that's pretty cool in this movie is they definitely show a lot more of, because their land that they own in this new house backs up to Indian land or whatever, and which goes on for a long ways, and it's very woody, and there's, probably hard to typically walk in.
Right.
It looked like hard to hike through and everything, and it definitely they go beyond, up and around and through swamps and up this big, like a plateau almost. You know what I mean? Like a big hilly thing.
It's like a
it's an altar-y mound.
Yeah,
kind of
like
thing.
kind of
So.
like Mayan.
Yeah.
Kind
kinda,
of pyramidy or.
And we know Mayans are from Mexico. We know that, but we're just saying.
No, but I'm just saying,
But-
like it's this.
Think of
but much different than the original movie, for sure.
Think of Badoom Badoom, the Steven Spielberg film with the aliens, third Close Encounters. The big Devil's
Okay.
Plateau. What's
There you
that
go,
thing
a
called?
plateau, yeah.
Devil's thing. It's kind of like that in a way,
Okay.
but only haunted or
It's got
whatever.
some designs on it too, I think. Or was that
The trees and stuff did,
Yeah.
warnings about
the warnings?
They said.
Right.
Anyway, but it's kind of cool. You have to really want to bury someone in this place to get them there.
Yes.
'Cause it's quite a hike.
Yes.
So, but he takes his girl there, the little girl, buries her, and then goes to bed. And as they say, when you bury it, when it belongs to you, it'll come back to you.
Right.
So he goes to bed. Oh, and the wife, of course, leaves though with the son.
Yes.
Yeah, remember the wife takes
Yeah,
the son?
no. I was trying to think of, does she go on her own or does he send her away because
She says that she can't be there right now.
she can't be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't blame her.
I didn't.
I can't
remember
blame
that
her. I
part,
wouldn't want to
so.
be in that house for that happened either.
No, absolutely
I would be
not.
like,
It's
see ya,
like,
I'm out of here.
you know,
Sell the house.
We both have daughters, and
Yeah.
just
Or kids in general.
just
so
kids in
either way.
general. Like that would be Don't even want to think about it.
Exactly. Wife is gone. Gage is gone.
Gage is gone.
Lewis goes to sleep,
Right.
wakes up because he hears a noise.
Yes.
And lo and behold, that noise is
Behold, it's Hi, Daddy.
kind of thing. Yes. And it's cool because she's got like, wasn't one of her eyes a little
One of
bit
her eyes
like,
was lower than the other one.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of cool how they.
like Toxic Avenger kind of looking?
know,
It's kinda
like, yeah, well,
kinda-
I mean,
not as pronounced.
When
but-
you think about it, like probably everything on her was completely just pulverized, and
Yes.
and
Yes.
so obviously she was put back together, by a mortician or something, but they didn't quite. That's the way I took it.
Oh,
like,
okay, I gotcha.
Didn't quite get it
Perfect.
right, maybe, So yeah, her head was a little
little skew,
yeah.
little view askew.
She was probably viewing double.
At least. So, okay. Anyway, so Ellie comes back,
Right.
and the dad basically is trying to, for that day or two, create a normal
Right.
situation with
like
her.
Trying to brush her hair.
and- which wasn't going very well.
Right.
He sees all the
So
stitches
she's
in the
got
back,
staples or
the
stitches
staples,
in
in the back of her
yeah.
head from the putting her back together, as you say.
Right.
And then the mother
Right.
is, of course, trying to call in the meantime.
And the whole time, that whole day and night that he's
Yeah.
gone,
So-
trying to get a hold of him. So she's freaking out.
She's freaking out, yeah. So, and she went back to wherever that was that they lived. Could have been Boston, possibly. They never say, but
Did they not say? In
Not
the
that I
original,
remember.
it's Chicago, but
Oh, okay. Well, then it could have been.
I don't know.
maybe.
I don't remember if they say or not. So
Okay, I don't remember. It was a really big house. I remember that
yeah,
because she had the sister that had
correct.
the
Yeah.
crazy debilitating disease with the
Scoliosis.
Was it that at least?
or
Scoliosis
Spinal.
on spinal bifida?
Spinal bifida,
Okay.
okay.
One is the spinal bifida, but she was very twisted, and
Right.
no, that was a whole other part of the movie that we haven't
Yeah.
really touched on very much.
No,
but,
you know,
and
let's-
it's a much bigger part in the remake, in
this one,
in this one than it was in the first one.
correct.
And the first one was like, I think Amanda Plummer and some makeup that does like 2 shots, and that was about it or something. Rachel, kind of thing, you know, or whatever. But
Was that Amanda Plummer?
wasn't it?
I thought that was a guy.
Oh, I don't know. It was not Amanda Plummer. I'm really sorry.
I believe that was a
Was it a guy, really?
a guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looked like Amanda Plummer from Pulp Fiction. Right?
No, I know who Amanda Plummer
Okay.
is.
Are you
yeah.
sure it's not? I want to look that up now.
Lydia from The
thought it
Fisher
was.
King. And
Exactly. I want to look that up now. I'm curious. I have to figure that out. That's Amanda Plummer or not.
I got it.
Anyway, okay, so while Caleb looks that up, the mother, what's the mother's name in the movie?
Rachel.
Well, I just said it. Jeez. Rachel decides to go back home to find her husband and see what's going on because he's not returning phone calls or answering or anything. So she comes back eventually and, of course, discovers, oh, look, my daughter is alive again somehow. What's going on here? But she knows right away.
Andrew Hubas.
Hubastek.
No, it does look like Hubastek.
Hubastek.
Yeah, it's Hubastek. So it was a guy who played
Who played the daughter? or the-
who played Zelda.
Zelda. Sorry, Amanda, I apologize. Yeah, in the first one, the 89.
In the 89 movie, it was a guy.
I always thought that was Amanda Plummer. I don't know. Okay. So, I owe Amanda Plummer, I owe her a beer.
Huge. Were you assuming her ginger?
Anyway, mom comes back, finds the daughter. Mom does not like the new daughter because
Not
she
at
can
all.
tell she's different.
Yeah.
And daughter does not take kindly to mom who doesn't like her.
No. Well, it's sort of like once she knows, then it's like once
Yeah.
the daughter knows that she's like, nope, she's got it in for mom now.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah. So daughter then you kind of basically, you find out what's going on in daughter's head, which is, I'm evil and I just want to kill people.
Right.
So, daughter wreaks havoc on mother, on Judd first.
Right.
Goes after Judd.
Which is kind of cool because they kind of like did that
Yeah.
sort of in the same way as the 89 version. And if you've seen it, you know what we're talking about. I won't spoil it for you, but it's pretty,
graphic.
yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those good ones. You just go, ooh.
Yeah, just very cringy. Like, just,
Right. One of those. Anyway, yeah. So it's cool. They pay homage.
they do.
It's just in a way the way they do something. So
Yeah.
we'll leave something for you to watch.
There you go.
So Judd's gone. Mom gets gone.
Mom is, yeah. Yeah.
And then
and not in the I'm going out for a pack of cigarettes and never shows up again.
yeah, right. Not like in my life. Not the way in my life it worked out. So exactly. So it's much more fun in the movies. And then the little girl Ellie does take her mom and drags her out to the pet cemetery to bury her. And then Lewis shows up to try and stop her, and finds her halfway, basically in the pet cemetery. Not at the part where you bury the kid,
Right. And
but
just
in the pet cemetery.
Right.
Before you get to the evil part of it, basically.
Yes.
And then he attempts to dispatch his daughter because he knows that she's evil and it's not actually his daughter.
Right.
And then Mommy comes back. Mommy comes home
Yeah.
from her cigarettes.
Yeah, she didn't leave.
But unfortunately, Mommy's got some of the whatever evil juice in her. She's been doing a little of that.
Right.
So, and yeah, Lewis gets himself dispatched.
Yeah, he goes out for a pack of cigarettes. As
He
well.
goes out for a pack as well. There you go. So, anyway, so yeah, the movie basically ends with in the original, the '89 version, you kind of end with Dad's not actually Dad's not alive, but
No, Dad is alive.
well, not at the very end, because he hugs the wife at the very end. And then she takes a knife, and doesn't she?
Oh,
And
yes,
does a
yes,
little,
you are correct.
You don't see it, but
you
it
don't
just
see
kinda
it, but
ends.
it's very. But
Yeah.
they'd have that makeout session where she's like dripping stuff out of
dripping out of her open wound. Yeah.
and they're just going for it too, like just tongue and everything.
That is
You
true
see it
love,
all.
exactly.
And he's so happy about it too. And the funny thing is, they always say when they come back, they stink, and that he's just going for it. So, you know, I just spit.
You spit. Spit take. Me too. Yeah. Anyway, so this one ends where the whole Creed family is pretty much, you know, not looking so good.
No, it's not.
But anyway, so there's in a nutshell, I guess, what's going on. And so again, I apologize to you guys, but it's still worth a watch. We're just trying to blow through it real quick. So anyway, it was a good film. I really enjoyed it. They did a good job.
Yes, they absolutely did.
Oh, one thing I didn't mention though about the original that was so cool again, and we always call it out, is that it was directed by Mary Lambert.
Yes.
So we had a female director.
Yes, it was.
In the
Yes, it
first
was.
one, which is always cool. So we just want to give Mary her props
Definitely.
for directing a really cool film that
Definitely.
still holds up 30 years later.
And I read actually that she was because she primarily did music videos at the time. You know, back when MTV used to play music videos.
What?
I know,
When
right?
was that?
I know, crazy. But she was actually friends with the Ramones, and she was the one that got them to write the song
Pet Sematary.
which
Cool.
was used in the credits.
It was.
So,
And of the new one also.
and the new one also, but
But-
not the Ramones.
Not the Ramones, yeah. It was a female singer. I don't know who it was.
We forgot to stay and look. But,
We did, huh? That's right. Okay.
so I think we were just so happy that they made a great movie that we
Yes.
were like, cool, let's go.
Yeah, really excited about that. This was a good movie.
Yeah.
You were jumping around, happy,
We were
bouncing on the
We were.
couch.
Like, they did it.
So, yeah, it's definitely a big 5 stars, thumbs up, non-splatted tomatoes, whatever it is
Right,
that,
yeah,
that
yeah.
you guys use these days. To
I would
deem a good
definitely
movie.
see it again.
Yeah?
That's a
I probably would too,
Yeah.
actually. Cool. And I can't emphasize how good the cat is in this movie. So,
probably multiple cats.
it was 4, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, I saw it in the
Okay.
credits. It was 4 cats, actually.
We stayed for that, or he
So
stayed for
I
that.
stayed. I want to see who the cat actor was. So I'm a cat fan. I like my cats. So, anyway, take a quick little break, and then we'll see if there's anything else to talk about on our way back.
Okay.
Otherwise, we might not be here. We might go try out for the bearded lady contest as well.
Ooh.
Experience your favorite horror, comedy, and science fiction films of the 70s, 80s, and 90s on the big screen with the Cult Film Series at Roxy 14. Double features Thursdays at 7 p.m. Visit us on Facebook for more information.
They had that hair cutting, that hair contest, whatever, in over in Jamaica, but
Huh?
people dreaded it. So
Oh, what?
yep.
I don't get it or something.
Yep. I'm saving a couple for Kelly for the next time. Get some more. Yep.
What did the dog say to the tree? Bark.
What did the fish say when it swam into the wall?
Damn.
Damn. Yes.
What do clouds wear when it's lightning? Thunderwear. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Stopwatch.
Stopwatch who?
Stop what you're doing before we ruin the show.
Too late. Too late. And on that note, welcome back to this impromptu episode of the Cultshow. Whoops.
Drop something.
We were taking notes and realized that there's a couple more things about Pet Sematary
Yes.
we wanted to talk about.
We forgot a few things.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up with our
There you go.
our wrap up.
Okay.
So go ahead. What did you have?
You want me to start?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
So, what were we starting with first? So we wanted to first say that Stephen King wrote this book because his daughter's cat got killed. I want to say run over.
Got deed?
But yeah, got deed.
You got deed.
Real
Okay.
deed. And so he wrote this book just kind of a way to like deal. Not well. I mean, sure, he was able to deal with death, but that's where he got the idea from.
Ah.
And then he finished it, and he just put it up on the shelf. Just like didn't think it was any good. Just put it away.
Okay.
You know, and then
Wanda indicated it might have been too dark, from what you might have heard.
Yeah. That it was
too dark for
Too
him.
dark. Too disturbing.
Yeah, it's just it went there.
It is a little disturbing because you're dealing with child death.
Yeah.
But anyway, his wife Tabitha King read it and said, "No, you have to turn this in," and so he did, and there you go.
Yeah.
That's how the book was made.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
How about that name Tabitha? I love that name Tabitha.
Really?
You just don't hear it ever.
You don't? I mean, I grew up knowing a girl named Tabitha, but the only one ever.
You know, if I had a relative, I don't remember where, on my mother's side, who was named Tabitha.
Okay.
And I think she died before I was
okay.
old enough to know, but I just remember hearing that name a lot.
Right.
But then I never heard it anywhere else, and that
Okay.
name Tabitha was.
I think it's like an old timey name.
It must be, but it's a cool name. I mean, I love it. Well, I'm saying, and there's Bewitched, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But I really wish, I don't know, I thought about that when I was naming my daughter.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's
'cause
kind of an old
that's a
timey
cool
name,
name.
like Dorothy, or which is
My daughter's middle name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wasn't
my
that
grandmother.
your grandmother?
My grandmother's
right?
name was Dorothy, yes.
That's where it came from,
Yes,
sort of.
you're right. That's where it came
It's
from.
like, oh man, you're making me look bad. You're ruining the story I'm trying to tell.
No, but you knew I was like, oh, you knew my daughter's middle name? Wow.
No, of course I did, but I knew it because I knew your grandma's name too.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yes. My grandma
But,
Dorothy.
Dorothy, Ethel, Tabitha. It's
Old,
sort of
okay.
like, they're these cool old names. And so, anyway, let's make Tabitha come back.
Yeah, really. That's a great name. I love it. When I have my third child.
Okay.
Anyway. Which will never happen.
Fur baby.
Fur baby, yes.
Right.
When I have my next fur baby.
Yes.
Those hurt when I pass those.
There you go. Ouch. It's not like a fur coat,
No, it's
passing through your
Yeah.
urethra.
although it kind of
It's like, ooh, it's like mink.
I meant the other way, but when I pass, yeah, but they kind of wipe you on their way out, so
It's like self-cleaning.
yeah, exactly. So it's really convenient.
I didn't even have to wipe.
I can put that TP back.
Just wrap it up around there.
Yeah, no difference. Put a little white out on it, maybe. That's it. So. Don't give my secrets away.
And then the last thing that we didn't really, I don't know if it was clear or not, but just wanted to say that the character John Lithgow plays in the new version is the same character that Fred Gwynne plays in the
89 version.
in the 89 version.
Yes.
So
Judd is Fred Gwynne.
right, and we just wanted to give Fred some love because we just spaced it out. We forgot. So.
Yes, we didn't mention Fred Gwynne. We apologize. So we are just two Utes. So we didn't.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I guess maybe we should say who Fred Gwynne is, like for those who don't,
Oh yeah, Fred Gwynne. I mean, everyone knows him, of course, from the Munsters.
Correct.
But even before that, he was in Card 54. Where Are You? Which, if you ever watched that back in that was probably the 50s, I think, when that show was on, maybe late 50s,
Probably.
maybe somewhere in there. But
Somewhere in there.
yeah, Car 54, where are you?
Right.
You guys remember that show? Yeah, right? And Tootie? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, that was his partner, Tootie. Go watch it. I'm not making this
Right.
up. Go watch it.
Special effects?
Oh, yeah, special effects that Wanda was very nice to remind us about in the 89 version. Was David Anderson and his company did the special effects for it, and David Anderson is married to the lovely and wonderful Heather Langenkamp. So thank you, Wanda, for passing that information to us. We appreciate it. So that's just a cool little tidbit of information
Yes.
there. So
If you don't know who Heather Langenkamp is,
everyone
screw
knows. Everyone knows Heather Langenkamp, of course. But for those who don't, Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. How's that?
The very first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, and the third.
And the
And the seventh. So, although technically she plays herself in the seventh one. So, okay, well, I think that's it on our impromptu recording of the Cult Show, Up All Night, Cult Show After Dark, whatever we're to call this.
All right.
Cult Show,
Nice.
whatever. I think the wine's taking effect.
I was gonna say it's
So-
a lot of fun. Either I really had fun or the wine's kicking in. So
One or the other. Maybe both. Thank you guys for tuning in real quick on our impromptu episode. Don't forget, as always, the Cult Film Series at the Roxy 14 on Thursdays, where we are live and in person discussing films. And other than that, you can find us on podcast through iTunes, Spotify, Mystify, Sanctify. I'm making those last two up, but
shoe fly pie.
Shoe fly pie is a good one. We got to Brundlefly. Thank you, Wanda. I love Wanda.
Superfly.
Wanda's she's like right here for me, Wanda. Right here.
No, Wanda's is
So,
amazing.
She is the amazing.
We're gonna get her on the couch.
the
one of these
wonderful
days.
Wanda. Yeah. Anyway, and then whatever, any place you can find podcasts, that's where you will find us.
Right. The Cult Show. The Cult
Cult
Show is
Show.
one word.
Yes, it is.
So.
So thank you, as always, to Wanda and to Michael, the Rev, and Kenneth, of course. I know, Kenneth, you don't get off work easily, so you have to rush over here. So
Yeah.
there you go. And then email us, info@thecultshow.com, if you want to find out, what shoe size Caleb has, or or how to get into the studio audience. We are on Instagram at The Cult Show Rocks, Facebook, Twitter, whatever else. So smoke signals on the roof. That's it.
Full
That's all I have to
answer.
say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it. Dear Caleb and Neil, I had to leave because I had an audition for The Room the Musical. I think this is the one! Exclamation point, exclamation point. Dear Caleb and Neil, I had to leave because I finally got a part in a Hallmark movie. I'm so excited.
Yay! Good on
You guys are bums. Dear Neil and Caleb, I had to leave quickly because Brent needed an emergency anal bleaching. Dear Caleb and Neil, I had to leave because Jeffrey Weissman and I are on the road to go audition for Flying Saucer Rock and Roll Part 14. Wow. Dear Caleb and Neil, I had to leave. Nick Cage called. He wanted me to film yet another pointless movie with him. Dear Caleb and Neil, I had to leave hastily as the Brent Zone needed some attention. Stat.
The Brent.
Monostat.
Oh.